at my last day of work for the week. Hey everyone, so we are going to my first day of work for the week, which is a Friday, and it is about 3 o'clock. And so I'm heading over to the pool area to set up the volleyball net. And I'm going to take you through today and tomorrow my general shift while I show you what I do. One thing about work camping is I don't have a commute. My commute is from right there up to there, only about 200 or 300 feet. So I don't have to worry about, is there going to be traffic? All I need to worry about is not tripping on my way up to the clubhouse. Okay, so I'm actually not able to show the pool because there's people in it and I don't want to disrupt them. But I've set up the volleyball net. That is the first thing I do at 3 p.m. So my typical shift is 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Fridays and Saturday nights, which is very convenient because literally it's only 2 days a week. And it's in the evening. So if I need to do anything during the day, I have the whole day available to do whatever I need to take care of business or run errands or whatever. But my first task both days is to set up the volleyball net, and then I take it down at 4:30. But in between that time, I escort guests, figure out what the office needs me to do, whether it's pulling weeds or cleaning something, doing some landscaping. It changes all the time. And that's one thing I like about this job is that never am I doing the exact same thing all the time. There's always a little bit of change. And so it helps it like not basically get redundant and boring, which I really like because I do get bored very quickly. Okay, so our first task for today is going to be cleaning up the dog stations and picking up trash that's blown because it's been really windy lately. So we're going to check on that, and also tumbleweeds because there's tons and tons of tumbleweeds here. Yeah, this part's definitely not my favorite, but it's all right because it needs to be done. Could say it's the stinkiest part of this job for sure. For sure. So some things to go over about this work camping job. We'll start with the schedule. The schedule is Fridays and Saturdays from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. My technical my technical duties is monitoring the pool. However, that is not a 6-hour job. So I have since also taken on the job of kind of whatever needs to be done, get it done. Whether it's pulling weeds, escorting guests in, picking up trash, anything like that, I'll just do. I found this job on basically a bunch of different Facebook groups, work campers, work camping jobs, stuff like that. And yeah, I basically just scoured and scoured and scoured. I was looking for something in Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming. That was kind of the region I was looking for, and I found this, and it kind of worked out perfectly. I definitely wanted a schedule that would align with me being able to keep working towards growing my business. And so this really worked for that. Some things I'll say, just for like a baseline, I do the 2 days a week. I have since taken on a little bit more. That's just out of the kindness of my heart to another gal that works here. But for those 2 days a week, it ends up being about 12 to 13 hours a week. And my site, along with my utilities, are included. And then I don't get paid. So that's a thing that you can look into with other work camping jobs. That's something that I think everyone needs to know before they're going into something, what they expect out of it, because different people want different amenities for different reasons. For example, if you are someone who is going to stay somewhere regardless of how long you're on the road, you are going to stay somewhere that has hookups, a job like this really makes sense for you, because that maybe, let's say, $1,200 that you're going to be spending anyways is now covered with a couple hours of work a week. Whereas if you're someone who is going to be boondocking, regardless of if you have a work camping job or not, getting a job that doesn't pay you but does cover the rent, maybe that doesn't make sense for you because you were already not going to be paying rent to begin with. So maybe something that you're looking for is with hourly compensation. And so that's something that is definitely important for everyone to look into. I cannot stress that enough. Knowing what you're getting into before you agree to it, because I have read story after story after story on these Facebook groups of people signing up for something and it not being what they expected, whether the employee is trying to get more out of it or the employer is trying to get more out of it. So definitely do your research. Make sure you are very upfront about your expectations. Make sure they're very upfront about their expectations, because that's going to save you so much headache later on down the road. We have one more arrival also. So just 2 for the day. One thing that is actually a really good talking point right now is that this resort is actually not your typical RV campground resort. This is actually an owner resort, which means that the lots are owned by people. So some of those people live here full time, some of them live here part time, and some of the lots are in a rental program so that if there's people traveling through the area that want to stay somewhere, they have this as a place to stay, and those people can rent their lots, and that also gives them a little bit of income. So that's something that's different from a lot of campgrounds that I find myself at. Yeah, so, and also that's why some of the lots are so pretty, because people, put a lot of time and care into them because that's their private properties. Okay, so it's about 5:30 and I have escorted all the guests that are coming today and set up the pool, set up the volleyball, taken it down, and now we are getting on to just kind of the random tasking for the night, which the bosses leave at 6, and then I'll just be by myself from 6 to 9, but from that time, this is my project. All of these weeds. So I got one leather glove in order to not get pricklies in my hand, and we'll see how long this takes me, so wish me luck. Oh my god, I look so red and crazy. But this is my weed haul. And then that one too. And then that's what it's looking like. It looks a lot better. I only have left these big ones right here. But I am a very thirsty girl. So we're gonna go get some water because, oh my god, I'm tired and I'm sweating. Oh my god, I'm sweating so much, it's disgusting. And I'm wearing long pants, which makes it worse. It would be better if I was wearing shorts, but yeah, so this is one of the tasks, one of the things that I do. And I know that I probably sound like I'm complaining about it right now, but it's really not that bad. It's just really warm out. And I kind of have a headache, I think, probably from not drinking enough water, being dehydrated, because that's just kind of what I do on accident. But nevertheless, yeah, this has been my day so far. So let's keep going. Let's finish it out strong. I don't know what time it is. And my phone's about to die. Let's see. Oh, it's 6:51. I think I'm also going to wash this golf cart today. I think. Because I've gotten it pretty dirty with tumbleweed pricklies. So, yeah. Okay, let's go. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my second and final day of work here at my work camping job. You've heard it here first. We are about to head over to the pool and set up the volleyball for the folks at the pool. I was going to film my pool closing last night, but there was weirdly a ton of people there, which is very unusual. So maybe tonight that'll be different, and then I can show you what I do for that. Right now it's a little bit different because our pool robot is broken, so the steps are pretty simple, but I'll take you along anyways. So without further ado, let's head over and finish up my last day of work for the week. It is 97 degrees, very hot. Not looking forward to that part, but it's okay. There's a little bit of cloud cover, and hopefully as the night goes on, it'll cool down and get more cloudy. Otherwise, I'm probably going to have a sunburn. So, let's go. So, I haven't actually filmed that much today because a lot of stuff that I've done today is the same stuff that I was doing yesterday, which a lot of it is picking weeds. I don't know if there was some kind of growth spurt in the air where all the weeds decided to get huge, but this week has been the most weeds I think I've ever pulled. And I just like everywhere I look, I see more. And it's, I don't know, it's crazy. I feel like they just had a growth spurt over the week because last week I felt like I pulled all the weeds that I could find that were in places that like I'm in charge of. And this week I'm just, yeah, finding way more. So that's pretty much all I've been doing today. And here's my latest haul of weeds. So yeah. So not super exciting. So I didn't want to just film that just to do it, but I am it's about 7:30, so I am going to be wrapping up in the next hour and a half, which will once again include closing up the pool, and hopefully tonight there will be less people there so that I can actually take you guys along with me. I just don't want to record when there's people there out of respect for their privacy, especially being in a pool. But hopefully I'll be able to show you that. Alrighty, everyone, we are done for the night. We have locked up the pool, locked up the golf cart, and taken out all the trash and done all the weeds. And that is how we are going to end our week of work camping. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you like this content, please like, subscribe, leave a comment if you're a work camper or if you're interested in work camping. And let's see if we can get you some ideas of places that you can go and some resources to use. Have a good week, everyone. Bye.